let's get straight to it. So today I'm going to be showing you the Mavic Mini 2 times 2. I've always got 2 of everything as I need to. You can't travel to commercial jobs with just one, you need a backup. So here's the DJI Mavic Mini 2. As you can see, it's very small and very lightweight and also very compact. Gimbal, props, everything wrapped up there just to fit in your pocket. Just take the clip off here. That frees the props. I'll just take the gimbal guard off. And there you can see a tiny little camera. That tiny little camera is a 1/2/3 CMOS sensor. And these drones do 1080, 2.7K and 4K. But the 4K is only 30 frames per second. And then we'll just open these up. And there your drone ready to go almost. The battery slots in the back, as well as the SD card just underneath. Props on these are fixed. You can just unscrew them with a screwdriver to put new props on. And this remote's called the DJI RCN1. Thumb screws are underneath. And just put those in here. Really compact. They do take time out, DJI, over the years to really think of things, which is really beneficial. And then this just pops up here. That's an external antenna. Not many people know that. And then these cables here is just what you plug into your phone. Just simply connect your phone into there and attach the USB-C cable. And there we go. And the battery just goes in the back here. Open that up, slots in, shuts down. That's ready to go. Right, we'll power this Mini 2 up. So you've just got your DJI Fly app here. We're now just going to one short press, one long press. Same with the drone, it's underneath on this one. Just here, look. One short press, one long press. That's it, that's now syncing. The RCN1's just connecting to the DJI Mavic Mini 2. Right, we'll just get this one up in the sky now. So here's the DJI Fly app interface. So we're in the Go Fly app now. As you can see, the Mini 2 is ready. So as usual, thumb sticks down to the middle, activates the props. Left stick up, right stick forward. There we go. There we go. Mini lineup. They released the DJI Mini 1 to start with, which was absolutely terrible in the wind. The motors weren't strong enough. You basically could sneeze on that and it was going to take off. Then they released the DJI Mini 2, which I have. They integrated stronger, faster motors, add more power, and the battery can last a little bit longer as well. That's why I've got these Mini 2s, because it were going to be a lot sturdier in the sky, especially when it's a little bit windy. So as you can see, with the light wind speed, they just stay sturdy even at 249 gram. One thing DJI does keep saying over the years when they release these drones is digital lossless quality. I've got to say, that's so wrong. I mean, on a phone, you're zooming in and it looks great, but you get to edit this in post. It's like playing Minecraft and Tetris. It's so blocky and really unusable. So I think really when they say that, they know most people are going to be buying these foldable drones. It's on your phone, it does look great, it does look lossless quality, but not when you're editing. You get on a different monitor. Not really. The only thing you can get away with is in 4K 30 frames, 2x digital zoom. That's not too bad, but you just got to be wary of lighting conditions. Each battery on these, again, very good from DJI, but DJI do claim up to 30 minutes with these batteries, but you're going to be redlining it and bringing it back at least 2-5%, which isn't really good for storage. Unless you use it the next day, that's fine, charge it up and go, but if you're going to sit it at 5 and 10%, as I covered on my other video, you're going to kill your cells in your battery. Not a good thing. So again, in the real world, you're looking around 18 minutes to bring it back at about 30-35%. It's good for storage for a few weeks, then you're safe to go. As I say, you can bring it down, but I would recommend never bring it past 15%. as you're really eating into cells there. So these are the DJI RC1s. It's now on the DJI RC2, and there's quite a difference. You've basically got, this is for the phone, which I don't recommend and I don't like for obvious reasons. You've got to put in airplane mode, things are running in the background, plus you can miss calls and things. I've had calls coming through whilst flying this, not because I sometimes forget to put in airplane mode. It's not great when you've got caller ID coming up here and it's in way and you've got to quickly get rid of it. So I always recommend either a built-in unit with a screen or an iPad. Just touching lightly on the Mavic 2 Mini. So with this one, you've only got downward facing sensors. If you can see that. For obvious reasons. So basically, if you're just flying too low, it's going to keep it above, it's not just going to sink and fall onto the floor. You've got to be careful with these. There's no vision sensors. These are just air intake to keep it cool. As you can see there, there's some on the back. People can mistake those with the vision sensors, but it's not the case. And now they've released the Mavic Mini 4 that's got sensors all over it. So it's basically like a Mavic 3 Pro, the flagship drone, in this size. Really good for a consumer drone. Highly recommend it. The only reason I'm not upgrading is I've got 2 of these and they're good enough. The main differences there is you just got all-round vision sensors on the 4, and on the 2 you haven't got any vision sensors. CMOS sensor on this one's smaller, as I touched lightly on earlier, 1/2.3 CMOS sensor. On the Mini 4 it's a 1/17 inch CMOS sensor. It's the same sensor which is in the DJI Pocket 2. So this is in 2.7K. You'll get 3 times zoom. You just click to the right here. That's your 2 times and your 3 times. You probably think that's good enough because it's on a small 5.5 inch screen. It does look good enough even to the eye. But like I say, when you get back to your computer and you edit this, it's not usable. It's usable in 4K at 2 times. And you can possibly get away with 3 times in 2.7K. But it is noticeable. But in HD, no way. I'll flick over to HD. So we're going 1080 at 30 frames per second, and that'll allow us 4 times zoom. So there's your 1, your 2, and interestingly, it jumps straight to 4. Again, looks usable because it's on a phone, but on a big screen it's not. You can tap and hold, so it's like a scroll wheel. Then you get your fluid 1 to 4, but this is HD. That's why I always film in 2.7K 60 frames per second or 4K at 30. So your 2 times zoom there, that's usable, but it doesn't punch in much. I think it's basically from 24mm right to 48mm there. As you can see in the bottom left, that's a mini map. The blue arrow will be pointing northeast, south or west. At the moment the drone's camera's facing south, as you can see on the bottom left, if you can see that. Now the camera's facing west, and the camera's facing east, and now south. Just show you quickly over the interface. You've got safety on the left here. This is your return to home. I always set it at 100 meters. That's going to clear any obstruction. Max altitude 120 meters, 400 feet. That's legality. Max distance, although I do only keep it in line of sight, no more than 500 meters. I don't leave it at that just in case I need to adjust. You can calibrate your compass, your IMU, and this is to unlock your geo zones like at airports or in stadiums, etc. Find my drone if you lose it. You can just tap in there. It'll show you exactly where your position were last. So then you can just basically go and find it, as simple as that. And your battery info here. As you can see here, the battery interface screen. You've got your battery cells at 3.78 volts each. That's what they usually are. Never let them go over 4. Your battery voltage at 7.55 volts. And your battery temperature there on the right at 36.7 degrees. Oh my god, it is absolutely battering it down with rain. I don't know if you can see that. Good to have got this overhang. And again, forecast no rain, thank you. And then at the bottom here, you can see how many times you've charged and cycled your batteries. I'm at 58 on this particular one. Your control there, you can have your breathing LED on the front of the drone. I just keep it neutral in breathing mode there. That means it just goes on and off, so you can see it better in the night. Gimbal mode's on follow mode. That means if the camera's turning like this, basically it's going to follow where the drone moves. There's your camera. Here's your transmission. This also does 2.4 gigahertz and 5.8 gigahertz. I'll leave it in dual band. That way, any interference coming, it's going to switch automatically and get to the best channel. As you can see at the moment, it's dancing all over the place. Where I'm located right now is pretty rural, so that'll just be the Wi-Fi which is next to me. And then at the end there, that's just basically what RC firmware, your aircraft firmware, all your fly safe data, everything like that. You just click here to check for updates and then update it, simple as that. Here's the DJI charging hub for the minis. Very simple, again pocket size, great. You can plug these into a USB power bank as well, which is even better. So you can get to where you want to be, put these in your backpack and they're charging. They're going to be slow charge with a power bank, but you've got no other option if you're in the field. Yeah, so to charge these you just basically put it inside, click down and do that all the way across. You just basically plug this in the USB-C into the power point. It'll then find the battery which needs charging first and then charge them in sequence. It will not charge them all at the same time. And you'll be looking anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour 30 to charge these. It'll all depend on what percentage you bring your batteries at, how long it's going to take to charge. And there you have it, the DJI Mavic Mini 2, just going over the basics of it. Again, if you like videos like this and you find it very interesting, hit that subscribe button. Bye for now.